Yeah. So basically, this evening, I went to Tesco. Actually, I'll start with my text. Is a crucial witness to my council accommodation terrorism. I texted her when was it? Last night or yeah, it was last night. I couldn't remember if it was last night or this morning. I text Juliet, and but I'm still shaking. I've just been on the phone to the 101 police, and I had the most appalling surprise, the same kind of response that I would get from 101 police. And I'm going to get my lady witness to listen to that recording. The call handler wasn't listening, and she was indifferent. And would you say that you're vulnerable? Given everything I've just told her about me being attacked in my council accommodation, the fact that I'm here for my safety, the fact that I mentioned Sherelle Clark and Dion Clark, mother and daughter, who mugged the elderly and then attacked me in my accommodation. And they'd done that prior to being imprisoned. They'd done that prior to being with me on the Isle of Wight. So if you've got a mother, an elderly mother or grandmother, there's no hope for them. There's no hope for them, because we will always be the targets, us, the whistleblowers and the vulnerable. So this ridiculous call handler, I'm going to tell Juliet, well, I'm going to play her the recording of the phone call. I text Juliet about what happened last night, not 10:30 this evening. I'm talking about my previous live stream on the 5th, because it's coming up to 2 a.m. I'm talking about the 5th of October, not the 6th of October, when I walked into the kitchen at 10:30, and I jumped out of my skin because I was banging and shouting and swearing from this nutcase. Who's left a note for me. Now, I was shaken up. I text Juliet, because I'm a conscientious person, and I said, is it me? Am I being inconsiderate? And she texted me back, and she said, no. What is it with all these nutcases? The people below me complained about the fan. They complained about the washing machine. This idiot, I don't know what he's capable of. I'm here for my safety. So this woman was not listening to me in the phone call, this 101 phone call. I don't know if they're doing it deliberately, but I feel like I could go mad. This person, Rich, does not even live in the same building. He lives on the other side. What I do in the flat, in the kitchen, or anything else is nobody else's business. Yet in my council shared accommodation, there isn't anything these people would not do. I'm here for my safety, because I've been physically assaulted, attacked, bedroom window smashed, everything. They put human feces in the bin. They'd have sex loudly. Wait till you hear what this nutcase is saying. Because I text Juliet and I said, because Juliet could be watching this, so I want to text you, but I don't want to text you at this time. I'm trying not to do that, but I'm so angry right now. She affirmed me. She said, "It's not you, Bryony, because I said, "Is it me? Am I being inconsiderate?" I could go crazy. 9:45 p.m. is not late. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about right now is how loud my voice is, because I don't want these people getting annoyed. I was in here a little while ago, just before I started this live stream. I put my phone on loudspeaker and I was speaking to the police on 101 and I recorded my call. They will have heard that if they're hearing from a bedside fan. And if they start complaining, I'm going to find it very hard not to lose my temper given the information that I've already given. Do you consider yourself to be vulnerable and have? I said, I don't need to give information about my mental health. I said, your duty. She was being indifferent. Well, if you play, you've got a washing machine on. I said, no, because she started going, oh no. I said, no, do not speak to me like that. So at the start of the call, I'd given her so much information, and then she started to. I don't need to hear it. I said, yes, you do. And I'm recording all of this because I've recorded call handlers hanging up on me. Even before my partner was arrested. And the call handler, I told her this. I told the call handler this. I said that a few weeks ago, before my partner was arrested, when he was assaulting me, prior to being arrested, I said, look, I've got that issue as well, separate to this. I said he wouldn't give me the keys. He was being emotionally controlling, which Juliet, my lady friend, said it's not right. His behavior is not right. So that was with my partner. And then, because this is his friend's flat. I've never met his friend. And the call, I recorded the call handlers saying that they wouldn't hang up on me. Over an hour of talking to a 101 call handler. And I told the call handler a little while ago, Kit, or whatever her name is, I've got it recorded. And she's saying, I said, look, I recorded a call handler a few weeks ago saying they wouldn't hang up on me after over an hour. And then I had to ring 999 because I was being assaulted by my partner. And she answered the phone, the same person who just hung up on me, which I recorded while my partner was assaulting me. Police did nothing. No, of course they didn't. They bring out the ones that they want to whenever it's just a great big farce. But she wasn't listening to me. I told her how I'd been, and then during the phone call, because she was polite to begin with. Oh, they always are until they have your name and everything. No, I said, she said, do you consider yourself to be vulnerable? I said, what have I just told you? I said, I've got it recorded. I've had a letter from the profession. I had to tell her that I've had a letter from the professional standards department for people hanging up on me. That's probably why she didn't hang up on me. I told her about my case with the local government ombudsman. I've been attacked. What do you have to do to get through to these idiots? I don't have to talk about my mental health. That's nobody else's business unless I make it their business. I've been attacked in my council accommodation. I've had my bedroom window smashed. It's gone to a CEO level. I'm on my own dealing with this. I didn't want to have to mention that my partner had been arrested. But interestingly, this evening, because it was on the 5th of October that I walked into the kitchen and someone was banging and shouting and swearing from next door, this Rich. And I'll read the note in a minute. I said to the call handler, I was actually going to respond to this Rich in the building on the other side and apologise. But it was a bit awkward because my partner this was before he had been arrested for assaulting me. So I'm protecting my partner who hung up on me this evening because I went to Tesco tonight before it shut at midnight. I come back with a couple of shopping bags. I walk through the door. I find this note. I'm already shaken up. Juliet is on my side, even if my partner isn't. And she's saying it's nobody else's business if you're using utilities. And I also told the police call handler that the government have put it out there that we should be using appliances like washing machines, dishwashers at night time because of blackouts in the winter. There are blackouts coming out because of energy. And 10:30, me walking into the kitchen to swearing and banging, that's not harassment. Because she said, well, I would be a little bit, if I heard a washing machine late at night, and she was then going, no. I said, no, you're being indifferent. You are not meant to be. I said, sorry, hang on a minute. I've got the word wrong. They're supposed to be indifferent. I've got to change the title of the live stream now. No, indifferent. Not discriminatory. But she was being discriminatory. I said, so would you be okay if someone shouted and banged on the wall? And that's when she started changing her opinion. I said, well, there you go. I'm glad I didn't apologise to this person for what happened between me and my partner, because that's reasonable. If it's about a whirring fan or a washing machine or what I'm doing in the kitchen, it's nobody else's damn business. And that is harassment, banging, shouting, swearing. So I can't trust the police because I'd already told this call handler what the police had done to me, how Sergeant Simmons had told me to purchase a dictaphone to record antisocial behaviour. Someone who's assaulting the elderly, taking their Zimmers with their mother. They did that prior to being placed with me, and they did it again. If I didn't have this place, I would have jumped off those cliffs a long time ago. And people will be having to look at my live streams for evidence of the corruption that I've been put under by this council and the police. Because they are a laughing stock, and anyone associated with this nonsense. I'm a conscientious person. I get annoyed by little noises and things, but oh, excuse me. I don't mean to bother you. And very middle class English, I'm not going to put up with shouting, banging, and swearing when I'm here for my safety. And I'm treating this letter equally so. Thank goodness Juliet's on my side. Because I thought it was me, and she's saying, no, it's not you. I wrote you a letter stating how the noise that you are making at unsociable hours affects my life. Normal, everyday noises, like washing up. I don't know why, but you seem to start doing chores at night, very late at night. I'm hardly in the kitchen. I'm putting food in the oven. And I'm washing up. Whatever I do, it's normal, and it's nobody else's business. It's not even my home. I am asking you nicely again to be aware of your surroundings. They don't even live in this building. The whirring fan. I mean, Juliet texted me about that. Oh, that was just a joke, that was. Even in the live stream, you couldn't hear it. And I held the laptop close to it, and it was on. Those were the nutcases below me. I'd expect them to complain about me right now because of my how loud my voice is because I'm bloody angry about all this. What is wrong with people? Being woken up to the washing machine keeps me awake for hours and I'm exhausted. I'm going to get your landlord's details, or this will be interesting, and contact them every time. This is harassment, this is. Every time that I am disturbed during these unacceptable, unsociable hours. I am very ill. Oh, yeah, you seem it. You're so ill that you're shouting and swearing and banging at someone who's been, well, he doesn't know I've been attacked. I'm here for my safety. I'm very ill and need to get up for work very early, so I hope that you read this and realise how badly the noise vibrations through the wall affect me. Rich, brackets next door. Well, this Rich, interesting handwriting. I just hope it's not my partner, because before I got this letter, when I walked through the door, I was walking to Tesco, talking to my partner about how the banging and shouting affected me. He wasn't bothered. I said, why didn't you respond to my text message? I've got Juliet's on my side. So this is what I mean. He didn't support me at Belmore. He didn't support me in my council accommodation. In fact, actually, he got quite aggressive with me about it. And I was terrified for my life. I even recorded that evil Sherelle Clark's friend on a criminal tag who threatened to beat me up. I recorded her saying, "You leave notes for the neighbours." And I stood recording it. I wrote notes for the neighbours because the neighbours were also complaining. These were criminals, protected criminals. I'm here for my safety, and now I got a nutcase complaining about me using utilities, even though the government is encouraging us to use utilities on the cheap rate. And the cheap rate starts at 11 p.m. till 1 a.m. and then stops. It goes from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. I was doing washing at that point at 9:45. I started the washing machine and it went on for a couple of hours. It wasn't even on the cheap rate. So there we go. That's it. So I'll get my lady friend to listen to that, because that's caused me anxiety. But there we go. I'm going to have to leave. I think I'm going to have to leave a note for next door. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I could have done it in a shorter period of time, but I'm angry. I'm very close to, I'm struggling with my sleep. I have got funny waking hours. The only thing I was sorry about was the fighting between me and my partner, but it was my partner who was emotionally abusing me over having a set of keys. So I'm going to have to let DC Kamar know about this, because there's something not right about any of this. My partner's always saying, "Oh, I've got a headache. And he's never there when I need him. But I've actually been attacked. I've had my bedroom window smashed. I've got all the evidence. I've been arrested for recording. Even my partner's got one of these. And I said to him, what did you record on your dictaphone? What have you been doing for me? I'm the one who's been working I'm the one who slept rough. You had me arrested for disagreeing with you. I've had to deal with nutcases in the police and in the council. I've been targeted because I'm vulnerable and because I had a mental breakdown after my mother died. The call handler. I'm very close to, I could just give up at I could flip at the very last minute. The Day of Atonement, leading up to that, I was crying for reacting to my partner's emotional abuse. And I'm going through all of this on my own, all of it, and dealing with cowards. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to sort of shut down now and end the stream.